Hello everyone, welcome to Create with Nancy. It is Wednesday, December 9th, and hopefully if you're joining in today, I would love for you to leave me a comment to let me know that you're here today on this wintry day that we have here in central New York. We probably got like 3 inches here. So hopefully if you're joining in, I know it takes a couple minutes for you to catch up, so I have some wonderful things to show you today. We are going to use, the focus today is the Life is Beautiful stamp set. I have not touched that stamp set this whole mini catalog, and I am so glad I did because it is an awesome set to add to your stamp library. So welcome Patty and welcome Kathy. I hope you've got a nice hot warm drink on this wintry day. So as you're sitting back, you can relax, take a break, and have some creativity fun with me. So Wendy, welcome. Did anybody have fun with the year-end clearance and the year-end, what do I want to call it? The year-end closeout sale, and then there was the clearance rack that was updated, and boy was there some amazing things on that clearance rack. I'm so glad I stayed up, and I'm glad that I was able to stay up to put in customer orders for them. So because I was able to get everything that was on their list. So yippee! Okay, so I think we will get started, okay? Because so tell me, maybe while you guys are chatting among each other, just chat with each other what your favorite must-have item that is on the closeout sale, okay? And because I would love to know what your most favorite item was. Okay, so let's switch over the so this is the Life is Beautiful stamp set, and it was designed with Leon Greff. She's one of our $1 million stamp achievers, and I love it, and I wish I had used it sooner because it is really, really beautiful. So so hopefully you love what I did today. I created a set of 4 cards that will that could be used for all the different types of seasons, and I paired it with some things that are retiring. So hopefully if you don't have some of these favorite things that are on in your stamp library, there's still time to add them. Okay, hi Sally, hi Jean, welcome. Okay, so yes, I spent way too much time also. It's way too much at the sale too, Patty. And welcome, Pat. It's afternoon coffee time here. Yay. I just have water. I am like, I should have been drinking more today, and I haven't really. Okay, so we're going to use the Stamparatus today, okay, with this tree set. This tree works really, really good with our Stamparatus. Otherwise, you do need a larger block. Okay, I see a few more are joining in. So welcome Elaine and Taylor and Christian. So for those that are just joining in, we're using the Life is Beautiful stamp set, and I am in love with it. So it's definitely, I think, a keeper for the stamping library. So hi Jane. Okay, so let me show you your card that we're gonna make today and see what you guys think. So this is kind of like a fall summery card. A summer card. This is my summer theme, okay? So can anybody spot any new product on this card? I'll just kind of bring it up a little closer and see if you can spot anything new that's on. Of course, if you don't have your catalog, you really don't know what's on here yet, do you? So for those who do have their catalog, there is one product on here that is going to be available in the next mini. So, okay, so let me show you how I use the Stamparatus with this. And we're using those awesome celebration dies, and I am just so sad they are going away. Actually, even Mary Pat ordered a set of these, so to have in her stamp library. So yes, What else was I going to say? I think she did. There was somebody else who did. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm getting mixed up. Okay, so anyways, these are great to make all kinds of, like, remember we used it to put a set of cards in. You could put all kinds of gifts in it. So this is a great set of dies if you still haven't got it yet. Okay, with the Stamparatus, I love using my grid sheets because it helps me line up stuff so I get it straight. I've got it into the corner of the Stamparatus, and because we're using photopolymer, there is this foam, let me just take this off. There is this foam pad here that helps bring up your stamps a little higher so that it gives it more cushion. It replaces like the red rubber cushion, okay? So, and then I love using these grid sheets, and these are available to purchase as well. It kind of helps you line up, and also to practice your stamping and everything else. So I'm just looking. So, okay, you guys have ordered these dies. Yes, some of you have. So I love these. There's still time to still place another order if you haven't yet, okay? Okay, so then I'm going to use one of these solid lines on here. And let me see if I can zoom this in just a little bit more. I'm not that great with the zoom yet, so there we go. Whoops, that might be a little too much, but we'll move it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm using the solid line to place the edge of my celebration label here, and then see this little indentation on the label? I'm going to use one of these solid lines as well to kind of put that in the middle, so then I'm sure it's going to be straight, okay? And then I'm going to add my my magnets here off to the side. All right. So before you do this, always make sure your stamp is clean, okay? So then you can easily just place this where you want it to be. And I'm going to give my tree branch just a trunk, I should say, a little bit of bend to it, okay? And then you just press that down and it will pick up the dot or the stamp, okay? Then let's see, I always like to put something underneath this when I'm inking it up, okay? This helps kind of like gives you more pressure where you want it to go, all right? We are using Cinnamon Cider. It's one of this year's new in colors. It's just a nice kind of soft type brown. Okay, so I'm inking it up, just tapping lightly on that. And the beauty of using the Stamparatus, if I didn't get enough ink coverage, I can just re-ink it again and it will lay down in the same exact place as long as your paper doesn't move. Okay, so we can just slide this over and then give it some pressure here. Okay, and see, I didn't get enough pressure right there. So there's enough ink on there. I just didn't press there well enough. Okay, and voila. There we've got a beautiful looking tree. I don't know, I think it could be, I think we're still going. So, and I don't see any issue with my feed being like slow. So it could just be your speed, unfortunately. So, okay, yes, the Stamparatus is a great way to line things up. This is a great thing if you don't have one to consider getting during celebration, because it's $49 and you're almost there to a celebration gift. So, so yeah, so think about doing that when it's celebration time. And this is great too. You've got it lined up. You know exactly where you're going to put your label, and this is great for making multiple. So if I had 5 more cards I wanted to make, then I can easily do this again and again and again. Okay, hi Sharon, welcome. I haven't seen you on here in a little bit, so I'm glad you're here today. Okay, so that's, whoops, sorry about that guys. Hi. Shook my camera, so let me see if I can get this back into focus. Did that do it? There we go. Okay, so we've got this beautiful card here. Okay, start. And I gotta grab a few supplies here. Okay, move a couple things around on my desk. So we are using this beautiful plaid designer paper, and I'm going to be so sad that this designer paper is going away. I have used it so much. And I think you guys have as well. So our base is going to be Whisper White, just a half sheet of 5.5 by 8.5. Okay. Let me grab a bone folder. I don't have good strong nails, so I don't do that. Okay, so there's our base of the card, and I chose this color for my summery tree. Okay, so let me, if some of you were up early enough, they had snail on the clearance rack. So that was a really cool treat to see that. There was some amazing stuff. There's even still some blends. So if you're wanting to add blends to your stamping library, you might still be able to find some colored blends as well. Okay, so we've got this done, and let's just add this to the base. So this is out of the way. Okay, so when I'm using my Seal Plus, do you guys see that I'm not using as much? I'm not kind of going all the way around. This stuff is so strong, you don't need to use as much as you would if we were using the snail. Okay, all right, so let's add some I need another piece of paper here. See, these are great, these little grid sheets, and you can even purchase the larger grid sheets as well. I love having these on hand to stamp with. Okay, so we're Shaded Spruce is in this designer paper. So let's why does the paper look different to me? I don't know, but we've used it before, Cal. Okay, maybe I missed part of the conversation, but so we're using Shaded Spruce, and there's the stamp that's got all these little leaves on it. So I'm gonna just ink it up, and I think I want it to go this way. And we've got some, it just kind of leaves a subtle effect there because it's kind of like one of those definition type stamps. I can't think of what I want to call it. And then I'm going to put a few down here in the corner, so like they're falling off. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? We forgot to stamp the envelope. We'll come back to that since I've already started this. Okay, so we need hold on, I'm looking for some pieces. I'm missing a piece of green here. All right, let me just steal it out of here. And I need a punch. Okay, so we're using the banner punch here, the Pick a Banner, and I'm just gonna die cut the ends. Okay, and so this is just gonna go across here like that. So let's add this on. Okay, and this is Shaded Spruce cardstock. Okay, now let me bring this back in. So this is what is new, this new double oval punch. Isn't that really cute? So you could easily, if you didn't have Life is Beautiful, change this out with some different, as Carolyn is saying, some different type of stamps. It's distinctive. Thank you. Sometimes you just have a mental block there. Okay. So we are going to use the word hello, and we're going to use basic gray ink. So it's just a little bit softer, and here's the word hello. This is in this stamp set here. So I'm going to just stamp. Okay. And then, so look how this punch is set up. Oh, let me show you. So this is the oval, double oval. So it's got a smaller solid oval, and then kind of like a, I'm going to call it a wavy oval. I'm not quite sure what the exact term is and what they use. So, so we're going to try this. So I've stamped, and now I can turn it upside down and punch out my greeting there. Okay. So, and then look at this. So this is, let me close this so I got something. So this I created out of here. Can you see that? Look how I created this. It's got flat edges. So how do you think I did that? Does anybody have a clue? So what I started with is a 1-inch strip so that it is narrower than the oval, so I would get those flat edges. And then I'm going to pick some scallops on here so that they're kind of like the same amount of waves, I should say, some waves on top and bottom. Okay, so let's see here. So I'm looking at the points of the scallops so that they lined up on there. Can you guys see that? Let me see if I can point this better. There we go. Okay, so and then punch, and then it creates this flat edged oval. Isn't that cool? I love it. I was just kind of like playing around, figuring out what other punches I could create and use differently that would fit in here and have another use for this oval punch. Okay, so I hope you love that little tip. Okay, I'm looking at never been a plaid fan, but learning to love plaid. Okay, Carolyn, well, just kind of think, I don't know, we're a plaid family. Jack wears plaid shirts all the time, and I don't know, it's just kind of like those warm, cozy shirts to me. So all right, so okay, so all right, let me grab some dimensionals here because that's next on the list. We're going to take our oval here and we will lay it in there. Okay, and then we're going to attach some dimensionals to this. Whoops. We're just going to use 2 this time, and we will just add that on there. Okay, and then we're going to add dimensionals. We're going to dimensionalize this one too, okay, onto our card base. So what do you guys think? Are you liking this card? I love it. And wait till you see the other 3 cards that go with this to create this season look, so it would make a great gift for anybody that you might have on your holiday list this season. So, or any time throughout the year. I think these make a great set of cards to give to someone. All right, so here's our base here, and we're gonna just add this onto here. And then I've already pre-tied a bow, a double twine linen thread bow here. Let me grab some glue dots, and so hopefully you guys have a little bit of time today, because I also have one other project that I'm going to show you that I hope that you love. So we're going to just add that there, and then let's trim up this bow here. Okay, aren't you glad you guys are home on this wintry day to watch this fun creativity? All right, so what do you think? So there's that, but let's not stop there. We need to fix up that naked envelope, okay? So let me, yeah, where's my envelope here? I thought I had everything like together in a kit. Is it not there? Hold on, I've got the paper. So let me find a blank envelope here. Okay, we'll go with this one. All right. So let's add a tree to the front here, okay? So with the Stamparatus, we can still accomplish that, okay? So let me grab my cinnamon cider ink here, and we're gonna just kind of do a partial tree. So I'm gonna just kind of judge where I want that to be, okay? And let's ink this up here. And that's why having a grid paper or any type of paper underneath is going to help keep that plastic surface clean as well. Okay, let me kind of judge this again. I'm going to go up a little higher. All right, and I think I will just throw a magnet there. All right, there we go. Voila. Oh, doesn't it look beautiful to have on an envelope? Okay, so let's leave that there. All right, so but let's go back. Let's add some leaves to this. Okay, and I'm really loving this. They really did a really nice job creating this stamp set. All right, what do you guys think? Don't you love that? So let me just close this up because we have a lot more. We have more stamping to do. So, but let's also add some DSP to this, and this will really, really create a wow for this envelope. And when that person receives this in the mail, they're gonna love it. I'm just kind of reading this. So the plaid paper is only around for just a couple more weeks unless it sells out, which, you know, that's the one thing I didn't check. I was trying to like look at the list. I think the plaid paper is still there. And then we're going to add the DSP to this. And don't you love that? How beautiful that looks. Okay. People are going to think, wow, look how creative you are and how special you are to think of me with this beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, there we go. And here is the complete. Don't you love it? So you could even take it a little farther and put, let's just put some leaves into here. I don't know if I got enough ink on here because it's so subtle to begin with. And this creates like a really nice note card effect, okay? Because it just says hello, and usually when it's hello, I kind of like to leave them blank inside so I have lots and lots of room to write. All right, so let me show you the other 3 ideas I have with this set, okay? So I think I'm done with that. So let's just pick up here for a minute. All right, so this is summer, okay? And did you love this punch idea? I wasn't watching the comments, so hopefully you guys really, really love the punch tip. I think you did. So here is summer. This is my fall one right here. Well, I don't know if there's enough room here. Let me zoom out just a little bit. See if that helps. Okay, I think that might help. Okay, so there's fall. So I dressed up the envelope, and then here's the front of the card. Isn't that beautiful? This is with Mango Melody, so it's just a nice kind of fallish yellow look to it. All right, so this next one, you guys are going to need to tell me which one you like better, okay? So this is the first card I did. Let me see if you can see what the difference is. And then I wasn't quite sure if I liked it, so I did this one. Can anybody see what's different about this? I'll have to give you guys a minute to catch up here. Okay. So I was trying to do kind of like a little technique thing, and then like, oh, I'm not sure if this is the right card for it. So even did the flap. Okay, yes, I love doing the flaps of envelopes. It is just a great thing to do. So can you see the difference between these 2 cards? Okay, so let me point it out. So what I did on this one is I created like a mask for it, okay? And then I used our new blending brush here, and I blended some ink around the edge of it. But I wasn't sure if I really liked the look, and I wasn't sure, you know, the smooth oval. Maybe if I had torn the cardstock a little bit, maybe it might have, you know, had a different effect to it. So, but I will be using the blending brushes more coming this next new year. These are absolutely wonderful. You will throw your sponges away after you have used one of these blending brushes. They are spectacular, and you can wash them so you could use a different shade and so on, okay? Within the same color family is what I would recommend. So which one do you like better? Do you like the top one or the bottom one? So that's your little, let me know what your thoughts are, the top one or the bottom one, okay? Okay, so that's my wintry one, and I didn't stamp on the outside of these envelopes, okay? So this is like December or whatever. So now for January, or maybe February-ish time, I have this one here. So let me move it up just a little bit. So we've got the pinks in there. It was kind of hard to create enough colors, you know, for the fall themes doing using the plaids, but I think I did a pretty good job. So on these two trees, I used smoky slate ink for the tree. It kind of softened up the tree a little bit and made it a little bit more wintry versus the cinnamon cider on these other two trees here. Okay, so all right, so let me know what your favorite is: the green, the brown, the blue, or the pink. Okay, you like the bottom one better. Bottom one, me too. So that's why I kind of changed it out. This was my choice as well, so I hope you like these. So I just kind of did some different style tags. This is just a strip of designer paper. This I kind of created similar to this, but it's just the wavy oval with a pop of color on this one. And then this one I used a label from the Hippo die with, okay, and Melon Mambo ink on there. And I think some rich raspberry as well is what I did. Ooh, that's what we need, is rich raspberry. Okay, so I have one more card if you guys have time, okay, using this set. And I need to grab some rich raspberry ink for this next card. Okay, hang on to your seats because let me show you this. Can you guys see this here? It's a shaker card. Okay, it's got all this kind of like snowflake sequins in it. I think it just adds such a fun touch. And then I used the snowflake embossing folder that's embossing. Oh, I can't wait to guys read all your which one's your favorites of those 4 trees. So this is really easy to make and an easy way to create kind of a shaker card. And the last time I looked, these snowflake sequins are still available, and they are on sale too, I believe. So what is the set again? It's called Life is Beautiful, Carolyn. And it's in the annual excuse me, it's in the annual catalog. Here we go, I'll point it out. It's in the annual catalog, and there we go. I should have wrote down the page number, but there's an index in the back and you can easily find it. So there's, you know, there's like these speckles is what I use, like in the in the wintry one, and then the leaves, and then this was definitely on the pink one. So yeah, so it's got some really nice greetings too. There's a little bit of, you know, shading here that you could put along the tree, but there's tons of ideas on Pinterest and other places. This set has been used well, and I'm not sure why I didn't use it before this. So, okay, so so let me show you how to create this. It's pretty simple to make. We're first gonna start, I'll tell you the dimensions, or maybe I can see this. I should have probably wrote this bigger for you guys. I'll put this up for a minute. Hopefully you can read this okay. Okay, because it's using 7/16 of an inch. So the cardstock layer is 4 7/16 by 3 3/4. So it's 4 7/16 by 3 3/4. And then the designer paper is 5 5/16 by 3 5/8. Okay, so 4 5/16 by 3 5/8. So a 16th is it's all the little tiny lines. If you count up between the inches, you should get 16 lines. So that's what you have to count. Okay. Oh, it's in the mini. Okay, so the mini catalog. Okay, thank you, Sally, for letting me know. Okay, so let me show you how to make this here. we're using our clear envelopes. Does anybody ever use these? I think you have to add extra postage on these when you use it to put it inside. I was mailing them fine, and then I got one back the other day that said it needed the additional postage of 15 cents, I believe is what it is. So, because then they hand cancel it. But when I did ask, so I just asked at the post office whether you need additional postage on mailing a clear envelope. But we're going to use it for this here, okay? So what I've done is I've already pre-stamped my label here, okay, with the tree because I used the Smoky Slate ink, okay? And then we're going to use Melon Mambo here, all right? And let me bring my grid paper back in here because I'm trying to think if I stamped off or not. Yeah, I'm going to stamp off a little bit. And we're going to add some of, I'm not sure if I stamped off. We're going to add these little wispy things here. Okay. And then let's add a few down here. Okay, and then we're going to switch over to Rich Razzleberry. So two, like a bright pink and a little deeper purpley type pink. So thank you, Bev. Oh, you're here today. Thanks for joining in. Okay, so this one, yeah, we're going to stamp off with this one too. Okay, so, and we're just going to add some Rich Razzleberry color to here. Okay, and one more down here. All right, so we've got the base of our card. So when you're doing shaker cards this way, you want things as flat as possible, okay? Because you don't want your sequins to get caught into something raised up and everything, because it will stick to the glue or dimensionals or anything else that you have, okay? All right, so let's, we're going to adhere our designer paper, all right, to our piece of cardstock. And the reason I did this is because of the way it fits into this clear envelope, okay? Oh, let's add a greeting. We need to add a greeting to this. So we're going back to our basic gray, and so this is just very, very simple. And I'm going to put thinking of you on this one, because I'm the sunshine for my quilt guild, and we've been sending thinking of you cards out, and I think this would be a really special card to send to somebody this winter. So this will be great for them. Okay, so let's then add this flat again. Okay, and I'm just going to, this really kind of fits, just kind of edge to edge is what it does. All right, and then we're going to take our cello bag here, and this just fits in here. Okay, so kind of like put your making sure that your base cardstock fits into here this way. You might just need to shave it off a hair, but in case you didn't cut accurately, okay? But the 4 7/16 wide should fit. It's a little tight fit, okay? So we just slide that in all the way to the bottom. And, oh, you know what I was going to do? Should I have that here? Oh, yeah. The other card I didn't try this on, but we're going to try it on this one. I'm going to take my embossing buddy here, and this might help reduce some of the static. I'm going to try this. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to give it a whirl, okay? So we'll just slide this back in here. Make those sequins fold on, you know, slide around a little better. Okay, so all I did was I took a pinch and another pinch, okay? And they seem to stick to you no matter what. All right, because they stick to the lid. Look how they stick to that lid. But these little sequins, they've got like little, so now I'm kind of hoarding my sequins after doing doing these shaker cards this way. And these would be okay to even glue onto a project as well. Using maybe a little dot of Tombow glue to dress up a project. You might, a card for this winter. All right. So see, I just got a couple pinches of sequins. Obviously, you can put in as many or as little as you want. And then what I'm going to do is, this is just me. This is what I'm doing. You can obviously do whatever you would like. I'm seeing a couple stars or snowflakes here. So let's not waste them. All right. I'm going to take a little bit of tear tape here that comes up along the edge. This is where the edge of the envelope stops, okay, on the back side, just to kind of hold this down in place and secure it just a little bit more, besides just this flap here. Now, don't pull this down super, super tight. Now, there's a little tab here that you're going to pull off from there, but just kind of gently pull it down, because you want to be able to, and if you don't get it quite right, these will lift up and you can adjust it a little bit better. Okay, let's see if this shakes now. Yeah, but you can kind of like shake it into place, and I think it looks kind of fun just to see them, even if they just stay in place as well. Okay, to see those snowflakes all over the front of this card. Let me give you a little bit. Isn't that just sparkly? The silver in here just gives you that iridescent look. So, never thought of using. I know, this is like the easiest way. This was one of the ideas I picked up from our Odd Stage event in November. Okay, so we will be doing more shaker cards. All right. So then let's just pop up. I've already embossed the base of my card base with that snowflake folder. There we go. Isn't that just beautiful? I love it. And this is retiring, so I love the petite size of these snowflakes. They're not overwhelming, and you can actually see it on your card front. But it just gives that base a little bit of texture that you need to make this card pop. Okay, so let's now add some dimensionals here. So this is a pretty easy card. Quick, simple, and let's add lots of dimensionals here because we want to make sure it stays up there. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you guys love this idea. I told you it would be some creative fun today, didn't I? Okay, so let's pop this on here. We're just going to center it side to side and top to bottom. And then you can create obviously add some designer paper, the same thing. And also, I think there was enough on a sheet to get this out so that you're not, I always, when I'm cutting this larger piece, I cut my flat piece first, okay? Because when you slice that off first, then there's plenty of room left for this, or vice versa. You want to do when you're cutting this piece, same with on this, you want to cut your narrowest piece first. Okay, so I hope I'm not confusing you guys. So I cut this side first, and then I would trim off this part. Okay, so then that left me enough designer paper from that 6x6 sheet so I could dress up my envelope flap. Okay, it's easy to forget, so I've cut up lots of designer paper and not be able to get my envelope flap out of there. All right, so let's just add a few of these little bursts. Okay, let me just kind of get rid of some of that razzleberry ink off from here. Well, I can't take credit for this version, but it is a wonderful idea to create a shaker card this way, and I love it. So you can have all kinds of fun with it. Can you imagine, like for birthdays and everything? All right, so we got a little bit of fluff there, and then let's add some to the front here as well. Okay, you see how I stamped off, and then there's still plenty of ink to stamp here 2 more times. So remember to kind of do that. All right, so we've got a little bit of interest there. Okay, let me close this up because I would probably drop something in it. All right, so there you have it. Another beautiful card using this set. All right, so let me tell you about, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. So just let me remind you, the retiring stuff is still, I mean, you still have time to order. Some things, there's not a ton of things that are totally sold out yet. There are a few things I know, like the coffee carriers are gone, but they might be back because they're getting another shipment, I believe. This Christmas countdown box is still available. This is kind of a cool way to use for more than just Christmas. You can use it for different ideas. It could just be a prayer box for somebody. Maybe there's prayers that you could fill up for the month. Let's see. It could be for wedding also. Maybe people put a little hint or something for the newlyweds on maybe their anniversary day or something like that. Some wedding advice or whatever that they could open up, maybe the month of their anniversary. I believe the product medley is still available, and oh, I know, I think the tag buffet is still here as well. Okay, so just kind of, in the easiest way to go see what is still available is to go to my online store and click on obviously under shop now, and then click on the closeout, year-end closeout stuff, and you can see a whole list of what you can add to your shopping cart, or make a list. And if you want me to order it for you, I am more than happy to place an order for you. Okay, and then just write down the, maybe it's probably easier to look in the catalog for the item number versus clicking on the item, because it takes a while for it to come back up and then you go back. Okay. Is this set carried over? It is not, Carolyn, unfortunately. So I know, I'm so sad. It's too bad this wasn't carried over, because I think it's a great set for us to have in our library. And plus, I mean, it's only available for 6 months for those $1 Million Achievers, but they're getting so many. But I don't see why it couldn't be still left in the catalog. So, okay. So just kind of keep, browsing through some of the different stuff and of what you'd like, because there's still a lot to choose from, a lot of great deals. Maybe you could use for next season or whatever. Okay, let me look at my list. I made a list so I don't forget to tell you guys. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so let me go back to the 4 cards here. So for anybody between now and Monday, December 14th, if you place an order with me, either call me up or email me, your order of $35 or more, you will get a make and take packet for these 4 cards that I just showed you today. Okay, not the shaker card, because I don't have, it's too hard for me to add the little snowflakes in an envelope for you. But these four beautiful season cards here, all the supplies are cut, but you do need the stamp set, and you do need adhesive and your embellishments. Okay, because I did add some rhinestones to a couple of them. So, your twine is in there, and all the labels and everything are all pre-cut for you. So let me just kind of show you. So this is free for any $35 or more order between now and December 14th. Okay, so here's all your little strips. There's a couple extra strips for some of the greetings. I've already pre-punched your label. There's a couple extras of the ovals, and you've got your paper for your envelopes. Your envelopes are there, and your base cards. Okay, so, and if you've ordered the last couple of days, I will have these kits in your bag for you for those that are doing patio pickup. And if you did an online order, I will be mailing it out to you. Okay. Yes, I know. Since we don't have, this would be a great set to replace, I agree, Pat, with Lovely as a Tree. So, and don't forget, it's mini catalog pickup time. So if you want a mitten catalog and you're a customer of mine, they're free. If not, I will be gladly happy to ship you one for $5. So so just message me and let me know. So I really hope I gotta switch frames here. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's projects and it's inspired you to get creative with your stamps and to make some beautiful gifts for somebody this holiday season to give. If not now, then throughout the year, later in the year, for whether it's a birthday or just a hostess gift or just a just because gift, because making something homemade really brightens somebody's day and truly makes a difference in our lives. Okay, so thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next Wednesday with some more creativity. So thanks so much and have an awesome day, everyone. Bye bye.